What's going on? This is going to be about the NBA is going to remove the Black Lives Matter slogans and things next year. And I never have cared for Adam Silver. I don't really care for how the NBA ran. NBA is too white ran for as I'm concerned. Um, if you have to tell people that Black Lives Matter, then they apparently don't care about black people. The commissioner doesn't. The owners don't. Everybody knows the owners are still putting money behind Trump. They're doing a nice tax write off for Black Lives Matter, but they're not supporting the players. They look at them as slave plantation. They can't help but do it because they don't have black faces that talk their lingo. You have one Michael Jordan. What other African American owner do you have? You know, it's a funny story. It's about a year ago or some interview with LeBron James, and they asked him about being an owner. And he came out and said, I don't have that kind of money. Now, this is the guy that has all these endorsements and his fingers in all these different pies, but he doesn't have that kind of bread. And do you know why? Because all the money that's being made to push him and promote him isn't coming towards him. That's the interesting thing. You know, you sit there and you see all the money in your name, but how much can you claim? That's the interesting thing, you see. Um, it's very telling that he doesn't have, or what they don't have to bargain, and how much they own everything. Now, see, they had to know that a lot of the white segment was not going to watch because of the situation. They had to know. I have no problems with it being said. I have no problems with Breonna Taylor, any of it. The problem that I have with it, the only problem I have with it, it feels like it's forced, coerced, and fake. And I'm going to tell you why. Because my dude Raul, who used to play for the Denver Nuggets, formerly Chris Jackson, got whiteballed because he wouldn't stand for the anthem back in the 90s by David Stern. Okay? And then you fast forward 20 years later to everything Colin Kaepernick was about. They did not support him. So all the stuff that Adam Silver does and Roger Goodell and Rob Manfield and the others feels fraudulent because it's not genuine. Let me tell you when it's genuine. You would tell your you tell the people, look, this is what we're going to do. And the reason why everything is political is simple. They're white owners who own the sport. See, no one never says anything wrong with that. No one will say there's nothing wrong with that. Take the Buss family. Jenny Buss owns the Lakers. Now, she's a woman who owns the Lakers. There have been more women who've had ownership in pro sports than black men, or black women for that matter. Why is that? Carol Rosenblum used to own the Los Angeles Rams back in the day from her late husband. Why is that? You know, just like the Detroit Lions, Ford stacked the team. See, this is passed down like a slave plantation. So how are people getting offended by saying the Black Lives Matter? Because they make all the money off of black athletes. 75 to 80% of the league is black. So how can you be offended and not watch when you control the narrative? Are you that greedy and that insensitive that you know you run the plantation and you're going to have a problem because it's being acknowledged? I mean, let's tell it like it is. Black general managers, head coaches and stuff ain't getting the opportunities like that. Frank Vogel never even beat LeBron James. So how did he end up coaching him? At least with Phil Jackson, he beat Shaquille O'Neal. The player came to him to win in the bigger picture, to have a better coach to get over the hump. You see? See how I did that? This is the privilege. This is the circumstances. So Adam Silver is a clown to me. I felt the NBA is racist. I mean, they don't, the whole thing with Donald Sterling, all this. And you ask yourself, 6 years removed from running Donald Sterling out, but what he did, you're going to have these issues. There's not enough black presence in the NBA in the right way. Anybody can run on the plantation, but how many people can run the ground? So the NBA pulling Black Lives Matter last year just sounds like it was a bandwagon to jump on. They only care about the profit, and they want white viewership and white fans as they watch the black players fill the arena and bring in more money in the coffers. $1 billion business, but you still get paid peanuts. Anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the NBA pulling the Black Lives Matter stripes for next year. Give me your thoughts, your takes. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's talk about it. The bell rings in the video. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And anything for $1 to put a half a band-aid over the bleeding. But this wound has been open for a long time.